Hi, my name is Nicole, and I've had an abortion.
Hi, I'm Brittany, and I've had an abortion.
Me and Brittany are from the My Voice, My Choice leadership group, and tonight we wanted to discuss a couple of ladies that we think are very important and significant in our movement. Last show was to commemorate the Roe v. Wade decision 36 years ago. And Brittany, could you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Sure. In 1973, there was a landmark Supreme Court ruling, Roe v. Wade, that legalized abortion in the United States. At the time, Roe, or Jane Roe, was a young mother of two. Neither of her daughters was staying with her. She was poor, abusing drugs, and was pregnant again and wanted an abortion, but it was illegal. So, just like many women across the country, they were facing the same obstacles, and so they took it to court, and since there was no precedent, we won. And it's very interesting that in recent years, Roe is now pro-life. And it's funny because she's been the poster child for abortion, and this is going to have a huge impact on our movement. Nicole, what are your thoughts about that? Or how do you feel about that?
Well, my thoughts about the whole situation is that here you are, someone who, like you said, has been a poster child for abortion. You've rallied, you stirred up all this drama to get this thing legalized that you said you believed in, and now you're on the opposite side. So it's like, you were our friend, but now you the enemy because
Exactly.
I just really don't understand it. And she said in her story that she felt like she was bamboozled by lawyers, but at 21 years old and having two kids already, you pretty much know what you're doing.
Yeah, I believe she said she was incompetent when she signed the affidavit. And with us fighting to make sure that parental notification is not passed, and fighting so that Henry Hyde can be repealed, it's just so much going on, and this is just a huge blow to us. It's like we won a battle in '73, but we still are fighting, and we have more battles, but how can we get past this? And we can get past this by more young women of color joining us and getting involved with the reproductive justice movement, because you are needed, and as you can see, everyone is out to get us, so to speak. So I do believe we have a question, Nicole.
Well,
not yet, I'm sorry.
Do you feel like you can relate to Jane Roe when she was in the fight? How do you feel like you could relate to her story back then?
I relate almost perfectly. When I called Chicago Abortion Fund, I was a mother of three. Poor, low income, uneducated to a certain extent. I needed help. But thank God, thanks to the Roe v. Wade ruling, I could get an abortion. Sure, I couldn't afford the abortion, and that was another setback for me, but at least it was legal and I could get one. So I definitely understand how she felt at that time, but I just don't understand why she's switched now, and we still have these grave obstacles, and I don't get it. And we have to keep fighting, and we need you to help us. We need you to call and support us and do anything you can for the group and just the movement. Besides CAF, there are plenty of ways and plenty of organizations, but we need you because we need women like us in this fight.
So if you want to call or support us or get in contact with us in any way, I'm going to flash the overhead with our information. So Um, Another thing that I wanted to just touch on was that if you think if she gets, um, you know, abortion unlegalized, what do you think that will mean for us? Because me personally, I would be really devastated. Like I said before, she did all of this crying and all of this fighting, and I could relate to her back then too now because I am a mother of one. You know, when I had to get my abortion, I didn't have any money. I had to travel a long way, even though I didn't have to travel out of state. I had to travel like 2 hours on the bus to a clinic. So, what are your thoughts? What do you think about
If it was overturned, that would be devastating. People have to do these unsafe abortions because it's not going to go away. If they overturn it, it's not going to go away. Women will still go to any means to get an abortion. It just would mean there would be more deaths, more complications. It would just be a tragedy, and that's why we're here fighting, because it just cannot be overturned. And I think we have a caller at this time.
Go ahead, caller.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you could hear me. I'm actually, you know what? It's not me myself. It's more my sister. She's going through a situation right now where she is. She has 2 kids. She's a beautician. She has a husband, and they are right now in the point where they're just living comfortable, and they're okay. They're not in any financial binds or anything like that. But she recently told me that she is pregnant. She's about a few weeks pregnant, and she doesn't want to talk about it to anyone. I actually accidentally slipped up and told my dad about it, and she got very upset by it because she doesn't want to talk about it because she doesn't want to have to go through what she went through with her current 2 kids. She spoke about abortion. My sister has never had one before. She spoke about it to me, and she spoke about it to my mom. And she talked about the trials and tribulations that she went through with having a child, and saying that she felt that at this time it just wasn't the right time for her to have a child. And my mom went on to say, well, you know, I don't want you to talk about abortion because, you know, abortion to my mom, because she's very, very, she's in the apostolic faith and all of that, and so she's just totally against it. And so her thing was, she is saying that, you know, she wants to come on as a godparent to the child, and whatever she wants financially, she can always come to her with that. And I told her the same thing. Now, do you believe that saying that to my sister, that she should still consider doing or having an abortion?
Well, thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller. Well, that is your sister's